Okay, hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. On this week's video, we would like to firstly appreciate all 230 subscribers. Oh my gosh, like I'm so happy and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And thanks to everyone who's viewing everything, like you guys are making it so much easier to like record videos because it's like shade. It's actually people who watch my videos. Anywho, so this week we will be going straight to the point and I will be talking about a very interesting topic: expectations versus reality of first year. Today we're gonna be dishing out the facts, we're gonna be dishing out the real tea, because I know I would have appreciated to know some of these things, because the way people sell varsity, oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know with this year's first years because things seem to be going online, but like when we go back, let me tell you, baby girl, baby boy, whoever you are, what you should be expecting and what people are busy lying about out here. But before that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and tell your friends that there's a girl who's just making random videos and she's doing her third year in medicine. So like, I guess, yeah, whatever. I think it would have been so nice to know, like before I came to varsity, the workload. Guys, nobody told me about the workload. Like whenever anyone spoke about varsity, they told me about everything else but the workload. I don't know, like I didn't think the workload was that much. I thought it doesn't get worse than matric. It does. It does. But anywho, the workload, like, yeah guys, it's a step up from high school. I will not lie, it is a huge step up from high school. Like you go from studying 4 days to before the test, I don't know, like I used to do that, to studying every day studying, bruh. Especially, I don't know, with medicine, like we have so many modules in the first semester, like a lot. So it's like you're doing so many things at the same time. It's like at school doing different subjects at the same time. And then it takes, I know that second semester and like onwards, you do a block at a time. So it's like a module at a time. So that's better, I think. I don't know. It's the only thing I know. So yeah, that nobody warned me about. It's a step up. It's a real step up. Like the academic work, it's a shock. Like you have so much work, you like, whoa, done. And it's like you start working from day one. It's not even like a thing of, okay, there's orientation week, but like after orientation week, those lectures are they're merciless, man. They're merciless. They just keep on. So I wish I'd known that in first year. It would have helped me to mentally prepare, because I thought, when I'm done with high school, oh my gosh, things are gonna get so much better, which they did in some sense, but like nobody really said that, like, it's not necessarily the school work. The second thing that I would have loved to be on about is that I was gonna do my high school stuff in varsity. Like nobody actually said or told me that like people did say, like, first year you're not really doing medicine, but like nobody actually like told me that I'm gonna have to do chemistry. Okay, chemistry was wow. That module took us through the most. I really didn't necessarily like chemistry in high school, so to come across it in varsity and it was a whole level up, I was like, yeah, Nick, guys, because when you're done in high school, they're like, yeah, now at least you're gonna be doing what you want to do and not like everything. So then I was like, okay, cool, so I'm gonna be like doing, sure, like other things, but like not what I do. Like it's medical stuff. Okay, boom. There was physics, there was chemistry. Okay, luckily there was philosophy. That was nice. I enjoyed that. There was philosophy, there was medical terminology, there was psychology. And it's like, you honestly don't feel like a medicine. We had to do chemistry practicals where you're busy mixing chemicals and you're like, am I not doing medicine? The third thing that I wish I would have been told about was how much math I was gonna forget. I honestly am still very touched by the fact that I'm starting to forget math. Like people are like asking you, and they're like, hey, can you help me with this math for matric? And you're like, yeah, bro, I got such a good math. I was a math G. I was a prodigy. Yes. And then now I can't do jack. Like not jack, but like I have to always Google and like start from scratch and learn these things from scratch before I actually do the actual paper. And it makes me so sad. Like after all those years of studying and doing math, and I loved it so much. I'm touched that I did all these other subjects that I didn't necessarily like in high school, and like out of all my modules, there was not a single module that was like a mathematics module, which I would have highly loved probably and appreciated. So it sucked. That really sucks. Like, I remember my math teacher actually said it. She was like, I gave a medical student a grade 10 paper and they couldn't do it. And I was like, what? What? Never, ever. That cannot be me. Like I said, life keeps showing you that never say never, because now it's embarrassing, man. It's embarrassing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, now the fourth thing that I wish I was told. Let me tell you, yeah, now we're going to the social aspect of university. Let me just say, guys, yeah, I don't know, maybe other people, they had better luck, but for me personally, it did not work. Like, you know, my cousin said, so my cousin told me this before I went to university. You guys being high schoolers, so you're so young and naive, and it's sad. Like, it's sad because you come here and it's like, baby girl. So my cousin told me, I remember she was like, yeah, when you go to varsity, baby girl, you'll see all types of boys. She was like, you will see a pink one and an orange one and a green one. Of course, you know what she means. Like that's the way she was explaining that you'll meet every type of boy. And she was like, yeah, bro, like you literally come here with the picture of your dream man and they'll show you a person who looks like that, and you're like, oh my gosh. I was like, what? I am ready. Hi guys, even the movies lie. There's no dropping books here and someone picking them up for you. There's no yeah, you sit in the lecture hall, they look at you, you look at them. Anna, lies, I tell you. Come here and study, guys. We are here to study. There's nothing else that we're here to do. Just focus on that, baby girl. Get your bag, whatever. Like, if you find someone in varsity, good for you, but like, don't come here with the aim of that, because honestly you will be so highly disappointed. Another thing I would have wished they would have told me, first year stretch. Well, I went through the first year stretch. I probably am the epitome of first year stretch. I was not expecting first. I only heard of first year stretch when I was in varsity, and that's like too late. Like, it's too late now. Like, nobody warns you, because nobody actually like warns you that when you get here, like, you really have to control what you eat. And it's so easy to like not be in control of what you eat. Like, you know, at home, you know someone's cooking for you, you know what you're gonna eat, like that's that. But like when you're in varsity, you are totally in control of what you eat. So if you don't feel like eating this, you're not gonna eat it. If you feel like, I remember in Hatfield especially, there's like a stairs, like in Hatfield on campus, there's like a stairs, and there was a what did I call that place, Tribeca. There was yeah, there were like a lot of places. There was the piazza, like there were a lot of places, and it's so easy to just be like, you know what, I'm hungry, I'm gonna buy something now. And sometimes you just lose conscious of what you're eating and stuff like that, and you forget that, you know, in high school you were doing sports all the time. That's how you can eat anything you wanted, and now you just go to not doing anything. And well, I fell into the trap, and I had to change my wardrobe. I had to change it's an expensive thing. And like, yeah, so when you come to varsity, just be mindful of what you're eating and like actually keep fit. Like, if you were exercising or doing sports at school, try to stay active, because like your body really goes through the most. It's just like ha, just like that, you just boom, we stop, just like that. But we're still eating the same amount. That's what I did. I ate the same amount I used to eat in high school, but I stopped exercising, and then my body was like, what IQ level, what is that? Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't balance itself out. So I wish someone would have told me about first year stretch, because it was an expensive process. Besides like my body and everything, I had to change wardrobes twice, because first I gained and then my weight started going down again. Now you're going down a size or two again, so it was like, now you need clothes again. Shame my parents, shout out to them, because they honestly made me feel like it's not an inconvenience. Like, if I was my parent, I would be like, ha, bruh, twice, what? I wish I also would have been told, number 5, I wish I would have been told that I was gonna have the same classmates from grade, you almost said grade 6, from first year until 6th year. Like, I wish I would have been told that. Like, because I know on main campus, like, you don't have necessarily the same classmates, but like, you know, the modules, depending, like people who do different degrees can do the same modules as you. But in medicine, we literally, it's one class. It's as if you have like a class, you know, like how in high school, like even people even have like their place, like, you know, this person sits here, this person sits here, you don't sit here because this person sits here. And it's not even like a thing of like, you know, a hardcore like this is my chick. Like, you just know, you just end up having a spot that you sit in. So I wish someone would have told me that that's how it works in Bond. Like, that's how med school ends up being. Like you end up knowing, like, we have like a class of 350 plus whatever, and you end up knowing everybody. It feels like you're so little. Like, yo, guys, you're like, same faces again every day. So I wish someone would have told me that, because I thought, you know, in university, your own person, really, I see different people, I meet new people every day. It sucks, because it's like, you know, I kind of am stuck with the same people for the next 4 years, which I wish I could have met, like, new people, because I loved that about first semester. I met so many people, even though I only probably came out with 2 solid friends. But I still got to meet like so many people. Like, every single day I'd see a new face and stuff. Like, of course, as you go to the modules, obviously you start, there's familiar faces you start knowing, but like, I would see new faces on campus, you know, and you could like, everybody could like do things. My friends and I did this other thing where we went to an engineering lecture, but we ended up going to a lecture of one of our lectures in the engineering whatever. But yeah, number 6, I wish someone would have told me that I was gonna lose so much sleep. Like, damn, like, nobody actually warned me about this. Like, in high school, guys, you don't sleep because, honestly speaking, like, okay, I know some people, it's like, you know, really, they're working hard, but for me, I know personally, I wouldn't sleep. Like, if I would sleep late, or if I sleep for like 2 hours, it's because of me. Like, I would be on my phone, or I was watching a series, or I was just procrastinating until literally. But in varsity, like, you have to actively choose to sleep. Like, you have to plan to sleep. Like, you have to be like really strict, or else it's so easy to lose your sleeping schedule, and you end up sleeping very irregular hours and irregular times, and it's like you don't have a sleeping schedule, and it's like your life is just floating everywhere. But yeah, I wish someone would have told me like how sleep becomes so important in varsity. Like, it becomes a thing. Like, sleep is like, yo, it's a gem, it's like a thing, you know. It's like a, wow, I slept. I wish someone would have warned me about the study methods, how you were gonna have to change them all the time. Guys, I don't know how many times I've changed study methods. I've gone from notes to learning directly from notes to writing my own notes to watching videos to, yo, guys, I've tried it all. Hey, it's like you have to just keep trying stuff. Like, I thought, you know, after high school, yes, I know myself, I know what I need to do to study, but it's like with every module that comes, you don't know if it's gonna work. Like, some modules require you to do note taking, like some modules require you to like have more understanding, some modules will require you to just use different methods. Like, sometimes writing notes works for me, in some modules it's wasting time. Like, there's too much work for me to be writing like proper notes, so I have to make another plan. So every time, I'm still even figuring it out now. Like, I haven't found the perfect study method, and it's like, that's the thing, I don't think there's like one method that works for every module. But anywho, I wish someone would have told me that, so I could have, you know, because in high school I didn't take notes. I did not. I only started taking notes now. I wish actually there was like proper note-taking classes in high school, like where they properly taught you like how to summarize things. Because honestly, it took me so long to learn how to summarize. Even now, I wouldn't say I'm a perfect summarizer, but like, it took me so long to figure out how to write summaries. Because in high school, I honestly didn't have to, because it was high school. I don't know. I could study from the textbook and be fine. But now I got to varsity, and like some modules require me to actually like write my own physical notes and stuff. So yeah, that was the thing. I wish someone would have told me how much responsibility you actually have for yourself when you go to varsity. Like, guys, wow, you actually are responsible for everything. Like, your fees, your clothes. Okay, like, okay, I don't know, some parents, okay, my parents still buy me clothes still, but like now they like kind of also let me buy my own clothes. Like, your laundry and your food and like your admin, like everything is in your hands. Like, the amount of responsibility that you have, like everything is literally like, you know how in high school your teacher would write your homework on the board, they would remind you about assignments, like they would always, you know, yes, here you're in varsity. If you forget that you're supposed to submit an assignment, guys, it's your fault. You fail, it's your fault. And like, there's no mercy here. There's no like, we know Stimuli is a very diligent student, so we're gonna give her a second chance. No. You missed it. That's it. Shame, but some lecturers are compassionate and they actually like can give you a second chance. But like, yo guys, like, you're the admin, you're the adulting. Like, I'm honestly, I don't like admin. Like, I don't like admin with a passion. But when I got here, I had to put my big girl pants on and do so much admin. Guys, I remember I lost my card the first time I lost my card. I broke down. I lost my purse. It was last year even. It was the beginning of last year. So I lost like my whole bag. And it had my card, my ID, my medical aid card, everything. And it was just like, yo, I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know where Home Affairs was here. I wasn't about to go to a Home Affairs is already so much in my hometown, and I know people who work there. Imagine coming to a city and going to, you have to ask where it is. You have to, guys, yo, I remember I broke down on like after the 4th day because I had to pay for my scrubs, and now I didn't have my card, so I couldn't withdraw money, so I couldn't pay. And I cried. I called my mom. I was like, Mfethu, I can't do this. Please come. And she had to come, and we had to go and make a new card, had to go do an affidavit. But like, yeah, I couldn't do it by myself. But you see, like, such things happen, and sometimes your parents, let's say I was in Cape Town, my parents wouldn't be able to come on that day, and then I'd have to go do things by myself. So you really adult, hey? Like, it's not even like serious adulting stuff. Like, I remember I remember there was the time where I had to register for what do they call that thing? Health Science Professional Council Association. Hi, guys, HPCSA, something like that. So health professionals, something like that. I don't know, but yeah, that thing. So then we had to register for it, and I remember, so our class rep at the time was taking the things, and then they lost my money and my proof of payment. So then I didn't let it, like, mine couldn't get processed. And the thing is, you can't graduate and become like a doctor without that. So I had to start all over again with the whole process. And it's like, sure, like, I was mad at the person, but like, okay, in the end, I'm gonna be the one who's not gonna be registered. They're registered. So I had to go and do it again. It was just a lot. I honestly would not recommend the responsibility, but it's not like, with more freedom comes more responsibility. Another thing that I wish I was told, number 8. Yeah, I can't believe I'm talking so much, but like, I think this is probably the last one. How expensive groceries are. Guys, groceries are expensive. Honestly, I don't know how my parents did it. I don't know how they fed 5 kids. Because I was, wow, guys. Wow. Like, now you actually think when you buy stuff, you no longer buy it because, I'm craving it. You're like, but if I buy 500 grams, it is much cheaper than buying the 1 kilogram. It's literally how you do shopping now. And then also, another thing, number 9, that I wish I would have been told is to be very mindful. No, I'm lying. Number 9. This is something I think is being promoted now, but like, I wish it was told, or like, I wish it was stressed on, like, when you go to varsity and stuff. I wish people would have let me know just how much I was gonna cry. I wish they would have told me how much. Like, guys, in high school there, I think maybe I did cry, but like, I can count the number of times I cried over school in my one head. Varsity. I don't know how many times I've cried before it says that I think I'm gonna fail, or I haven't submitted an assignment, or it's 11 and due time is 12 and you haven't done check because your mind is blocked or something. Oh, guys, yeah, I have never cried so much over academics except when I came. I remember, in fact, I've been crying since day 1. I remember I cried because I didn't know how to use ClickUp. And I cried and I called my mentor. I was like, I don't know how to use ClickUp. Now that I look back. But it's real. Like, I wish they would have told me how much emotional, like, how school ends up taking up your emotional, like, I don't know what you call it, but like, your emotions and your mental health, especially. I wish someone would have told me that I should take care of my mental health, because I came here with the mindset, I'm not gonna lie, I came to varsity with the mindset of like, I'm here to get my distinctions, whether I'm in varsity or not, and school comes first and stuff like that. And it's like, sometimes you have to choose your mental health over school. Like sometimes you have to choose yourself over school and be like, you know, I'm tired, I have not slept properly in days, I am choosing to take this day to sleep. Like sometimes you have to take a break between a module or like between a block, and it's hectic, and you can see that, you know what, it's late, but you have to actively be like, you know what, I'm choosing to take care of myself and my mental health. And number 10, I wish someone would have told me how easy it is to lose yourself in varsity. Like it's so easy to get drowned by everything. Like I can't say, like, you know, I wasn't necessarily a, like, I didn't like things in high school. I don't I wouldn't say I don't like things now, but like, you know, now in varsity it was kind of like, whoa, like, you know, you think, I don't know, I feel like when you're done with high school, like, okay, I don't know, I was like, I know myself now, yeah, I'm ready for the world. I was a focused ton in high school, and then you get to varsity it's like there's so many things, like you honestly are the like you determine everything in your life here. Like you could literally decide to drop out and your parents wouldn't know. You could literally decide to do anything and your parents wouldn't know. Like your parents, my parents, are like 300 kilometers away. Like they can't see what I do on a day-to-day basis. So it's like you literally like have the power. Your life is in your hands, like fully in your hands. Like there's no parents to tell you anything. And it's like yeah, as much as people like fantasize it, like, yeah, there's no parents to tell you anything, like it's actually really hard. Like I know with especially spirituality, for me it was like, it came to a point where I remember when I was in first semester and I couldn't find a church that I felt like aligned with who I am and what I believed in. And there was a point where I stopped going to church, and it just, like, I actually had the choice to not go to church. Whereas like I'm from a family where we go to church every Sunday. Like you don't even have a choice. There's no like, oh, are we going to church today? It's like, you are going to church. Like, why are you still asking? So it was like so weird, like the fact that I could decide to just not go to church. Like I could decide to just not go to church. And yeah, like you actually have to actively do, like, if you want to be a certain thing, you have to actively pursue it. Like if I wanted to remain like faithful and all those things and like really grounded in my faith, I had to actively choose to do that. Like I had to actively now read my Bible. It wasn't like, you know, my mom is like, okay, or like my parents are like, okay, let's go pray, and I know that I'm supposed to give the verse for the day and stuff like that, so I will read my Bible. It was like, you know, and deciding to pray in the evening. So it's like, you know, I wish people would actually like yeah, sure, freedom, sharp, but like you actually have, like, it's actually not, it's good, like it's nice and stuff, but it's actually also very, it's a lot, because it's like you literally could easily fall into things and could easily be taken up by things. Like I'm not gonna lie, I also went through my own phases in varsity. I also went through my own times where I went short-lived, and thank God I have amazing friends who keep on. That's another thing, you guys, get good friends. Like get people who will be real with you, people who will gravitate you to becoming better. Like honestly, I think if I didn't have the friends that I had, I don't think I'd be the person that I am today. Like if I didn't have friends who remind me every time, like, of my real true, not that they decide who I am, but like, you know, they always are like, bro, like you know, if they start seeing me go short-lived, they're like, bruh. So get yourself some nice friends, and that is very helpful. So yeah, I don't know. Another thing they don't tell you, Uber Eats is a shame. Like I wish they also warned me about Uber Eats. But anyway, another thing that I wish, maybe for some people this is irrelevant, but for me it was a thing, like figuring out my style. It was actually a thing. Like it took me a while to figure out what I actually like, my look. I don't have a look, but like, you know, like a look. Yeah, like it took me a while to figure out my look, like for my body type, and like something that would work for me. I don't know, for me, my style, style was a problem in varsity because I have to wear clothes every single day, and I care about how I look. So, you know, I think about like how I dress. So that was a struggle for me. Like especially with the clothes I bought. Like, I remember when I see myself from first year now, very different things. Like, I would wear crop tops in first year. Of course, my body allowed it then too, but even now I wear crop tops for once. But like, you know, when you check my style in first year now, two different things, and I'm actually happy. Like, I feel like it's part of self discovery and like discovering your identity, which is the beauty of varsity, I think. And yeah, you get exposed to all these nice things, so then you know nice things too. And here is a series of videos for the week with me clowning and doing weird things. Enjoy. A mirror. It's a mirror. It's a mirror there too. But it's a mirror here too. But it's a mirror there too.